10 in 1999, Senior Park Officer grade level 10 to Principal Park Officer grade level 12 in 2004, Principal Park Officer grade level 12 to Assistant Conservator grade level 13 in 2007, Assistant Conservator of Parks grade level 13 to Deputy Conservator of Parks grade level 14 in 2010, Deputy Conservator of Parks grade level 14 to Conservator of Parks grade level 15 in 2016, Conservator of Parks grade level 15 to Assistant Conservator General grade level 16 in 2023. Positions and appointment held. Counterpart Rural Development Specialist, EU Worldwide Funds for Nature or Congo Program from 1996 to 1999. Assistant Coordinator, World Health Organization, Program for Onchocerciasis Control, Cross River State in 1999. He also headed the Community Development Unit of the Cross River National Park from 1999 to 2002. Project Coordinator, German Technical Corporation, or Congo, Nigeria, Takamada, Cameroon Project from 2002 to 2004. Conflict Management and Dispute Resolution Officer, United States Agency for International Development, Space Act Program, 2004 to 2005. Conflict Management, Transboundary Patrol Coordinator, Oban, Nigeria, and Korup, Cameroon WCS Project in 2005. Head Research Unit, Cross River National Park from 2006 to 2007. Range Head Urban Division of Cross River National Park. He also headed the Ecological Resource Unit of the Chad Basin National Park, Maiduguri from 2015 to 2017. Head ICT Division, National Park Service Headquarters, Abuja in 2019. And National Park Service Desk Office, AgriSal Project from 2023 to 2025. Furthermore, ACJ Agba has served as either the chairman or secretary of investigation committees, both at park headquarters and unit parks. Until his retirement, ACJ Agba headed the Department of ICT and Multilateral, Park Headquarters, Abuja. He is happily married to Agba, and the marriage is blessed with 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. As ACJ Agba graciously bows out of service today, after meritoriously serving his fatherland, we say a very big thank you and wish him a happy and memorable life after service. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished guests, that was indeed an impressive profile, and of course, an eventful career. Please, let's put our hands together for it. I will quickly acknowledge that of Mr. Abhishek, representing Contact Global Nigeria Limited. Please, will you stand up for the And now we move to goodwill messages. And traditionally, we take goodwill messages from the Assistant Conservator General, who are the immediate colleague of the retiring officer. Then we take from the CV, then other guests present. And we start with the ACGs.
Citizen, can you allow me to uphold already established protocol? Once again, to represent my colleagues make my brief remark. I'm wearing two caps today. The third ACG and myself both work together in the same department. Also, I'm making remark on behalf of my colleagues. The man Agba, for me, I would like to call him, beside that title of retired ACG, Agba Gabriel. I know some of us know the reason. He himself is laughing, he knows why I've called him that. But most time when we argue, after we sense defeat, what we will tell is that, look, I'm your elder. I don't want that it's going before us. So I want to thank God that God has kept you, God has been with you to this time. Agba is a multi-talented officer. And in fact, if he is to go for election today, with all the accolades, the indicates, I think the simple thing sorrow. In Yoruba language, if you don't even campaign again, you have already won. And I know that anytime from now, with all that we have heard about him, he will be an employer of labor. I don't think you will, after you have acquired all those certificates, seminars, and all the rest, and you will not utilize them into affecting humanity in terms of being a chief executive like our third Emmanuel ACG third, Emmanuel Bidem is the director. So I charge you to keep the work, the good, keep it going. Almighty God will continue to be with you. I must not forget to appreciate your positive contributions under the short period you stayed, you work with Abuja. Thank God you saw the leadership, the overall head of Abuja here. You saw all these officers that accompany him, and the service felt your presence, felt your impact, what you have contributed. And anytime you sleep and wake up and look at what you are able to contribute physically and the like, I think you have inner joy that you experience. So on behalf of the service, on behalf of all my colleagues, we say thank you. We will really miss you. In fact, shortly about a month, 3 weeks ago, as we were talking about my colleagues, I said we will really miss Agba. If Agba writes a memo for you, in terms of the way he writes it, the way he composes it, his proposals, just as he said, whether he's secretary or chairman, or he's the secretary, the way he brings the report out, honestly, is excellent. So keep it up. Almighty God will see you. God bless
you. From the city.
The CP, sir, the CG, sir, please permit me to stand on the already established existing protocol. My name is Joseph Asantwe. I'm the CP of Cross River National Park, and I'm going to give this goodwill message on behalf of my colleagues. I have known ACG Agba retired for a very long time. In fact, we started working together in Cross River National Park. If I want to really give a chronicle of Agba's as a person, will not live here today. But let me say one thing. ACG Agba retired is someone who doesn't have failure in his dictionary. He's an achiever. Whatever assignment is given, he makes sure he achieves and succeeds. He doesn't have excuses. There are no excuses. There are no, problems. All he wants to do is to succeed. He can explain the problem, the challenges that he passed through later, but he's an achiever. And in everywhere he has worked, he has succeeded tremendously. The other thing that I will be remembering him for is that he's a very straightforward person, he's an upright person. Agba calls white if it is white. If it is red, he calls it red. And there is no way you can change him to call white red. That is the person that he is. And so we are going to miss you. You have lived an upright life. You have impacted positively on all of us. You have been a source of inspiration. And we pray that even as you are retiring, God will continue to be with you. You will continue to be that upright person even in the society wherever you find yourself. You continue to stand for the truth. You continue to say the truth. A lot of people might not like you, but God will reward you for saying the truth and standing for the truth at all times. We wish you all the best. God bless you.
Now we'll take a goodwill message from one of our veterans.
My best friends in the service. Today, Agba will be among the first five. Well, having said that, the retirements these days, I don't know. They are too fast like a coastal roller. In fact, this year alone, this is my second time of being here to celebrate retirements and pullouts of our colleagues. But it is well. That is how we wish it to be. Mr. Gabriel Agba, you remember when you were in service, I taught you something. I said for you to navigate the politics of the public service, you must be what? Tact and diplomatic. Today you are pulling out of the service. I also will teach you something that will assist you in your retirement life. For the past 3 decades, you have been serving the public. You have been minding the business of public. As you move out of this hall, it is time for you to manage your own business. It is what? Time to manage your own business. It is time to mind your own business. And in minding your own business, I want to tell you 3 statements. And that will suffice. 1, know reality. Number 2, face reality. And the last but not the least, live reality. These are the keywords in retirement. Madam, you have a duty ahead of you. Apart from the duties you have been performing, you have a more odious duty to perform now. You have to manage your husband. You have to bring him close. If you are close, bring him closer. If you are closer, bring him to the closest. Be the closest to him. Manage him very well and put your heads together and manage your life in retirement. I wish you a happy life in retirement.
I want to take from
Other distinguished personalities here present. I will not follow the order, please permit me. to stand on that, please. It's quite touchy when you are in the midst of colleagues and you have worked together all through the years, and today is a winding down. For me, I want to drop one message. I'm so happy and excited that the Conservator General of National Parks is here. Service is like the age. Age comes in bands. And when we heard the public power supply graduating to bands, I laughed. We have the band that is so active in aging. You have the very, very engaging band, and you have the winding band. Service also comes in bands. At the beginning, at the peak, and when you're winding down. Some persons are winding down still very active. Some are winding down looking very, very tired. And some, as they wind down, that same day you hear the news, it passed. Yet, some even at the very active service passed. So, Gabriel, congratulations. I can imagine what is going through Gabriel's mind now, looking through the service, listening to his citation, what going through his mind. Some of his colleagues, they worked, they weathered together, some died, some either got incapacitated, or that some were sacked. What is most important is what lies ahead of you. We have heard all the councils, but I want to drop one message through an appeal to the top management of the Nigerian National Park Service, which is, what is the plan for the very active and retired officers who are still very, very active? I looked through the entire hall here and I imagine what the secret is. You go to some establishments at a ceremony like this, you find very, very weak senior officers. But here I see very active senior officers. And when I looked to my right, I thought these were special consultants brought in from somewhere. I hear they are all tired and see very active. So the National Park Service should be deliberate in its policy, should be deliberate in its frameworks. What is the engagement mechanism of your operatives when they leave service? I remember a few weeks ago I was here, I said, if you go to the Pentagon, 85% of operatives at the Pentagon in the United States are retired generals. But the hardware, software of the American warheads are designed by these retired generals. What is the impact of the retired Assistant Conservator General of past name it we talked about the years? How well have we used them? Do they retire and you just go, we forget about them, and they still use them? I leave that to the top management of the National Park Service. I congratulate Agba, and I believe that Agba will be available to contribute so much to the value of Nigeria's conservation in the country. I also say this, sir. I don't know how many Nigerians are aware that the National Park Service played and still plays a very significant and strategic role in the security architecture of the federal government of Nigeria. So many Nigerians do not know this. Let Nigerians know this. Let's take the news to the Nigerians to know, so that when we hear all these stories of, we also hear that the National Park Service played a very strategic role. Thank you very much.
All other protocols hereby duly observed. Indeed, the Assistant Conservator General HR said it all, that the relationship that Agro-Climatic Resilience is a semi-arid landscape project funded by the World Bank, federal government project that has 19 northern states and FCs that has delivered effectively in the component that speaks to ecosystem restoration, gives credit to this young man that just died yesterday. He has an excellent relationship with your tireless Conservator General, who will harass me, come to our office, and insist the entire budget be transferred to your institution. Celebrant, sir, and your beautiful wife. I am so envious of you because you are made. She has graduates who are lawyers. That means you, all the cases, Calabar people love good for lawyers that will fight your case and put food on your table. Yeah. So for me, it's a celebration for you, and that's why Arkansas came here with a large team. I am sure you know our customized boss was here with your colleagues filled in there. Your colleague from Arkansas, because he's our colleague, it's not just your colleague alone here. So came here to celebrate with the celebrant. And the reasons are clear. You heard from your colleagues and the young lady that read your citation. You've got brilliant attributes that is so attractive and infectious. That's why I had to leave 2 other meetings to come here physically. Everyone in Africa where you have served, and we're going to beg the Conservator General, even though I know that in service, everyone is eager for you to retire so that others will succeed. We're going to find a position for you because the World Bank team from Washington celebrates this man. Each time we had propositions, and it speaks to issues concerning ecosystem restoration. We asked if Agba has looked at the TOR or where are his contributions, and I'll fetch him out to speak or write. In fact, we had one Derita lady. All the time, I told her this man will be sacked because we have Conservator General. She would say, Agba. I said, no. Gabriel is subordinated to the Conservator General. She said, he's already been delegated to the project. So we thank you for the services you rendered to this project. The reason why only the Conservator General will tell you, the project which I lead is the best performing project in the portfolio of the World Bank that has over 18 billion. And the success story are there to be seen. You are already feeling it. We have serviced you. What was not doable in this service, Arkansas made it happen because of the pressure of this young man. On this note, I want to, on behalf of the 19 northern states that are in the Arkansas project, including FCT, your friends at the Federal Project Management Unit, and indeed the World Bank that are aware I'm coming here today because I had to excuse them from one other meeting. I'm sure you know we have the practice manager from Washington to come and witness this so that my senior brother Oguna will not charge me. He's always charging me of phones I can't pay back. But this one, I needed to be excused. Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, sir. I know given the opportunity, everyone here will have 1 or 2 things positive to say about retire. But of course, we need to manage our time so that we can go on with the rest of the program. And now we move to the valedictory speech, which is going to be delivered by the celebrant himself. Please let's put our hands together for the Conservator General.
I'm Hamid Umar, SPMU members here present, Context Abuja here present, Conservators of Park, WACN, other officers and men of the service, the African nature investor, my dear wife, Mrs. Margaret Gabriel Agba, my family and friend, my brothers from Aqua Cross, ladies and gentlemen of the press, good morning. I was born on 11th September 1965. So I am 60 years, lost 18 days. However, I formally retired from the National Park Service on 11th September in line with the provisions of the Public Service Rule. I just want to use this occasion to say thank you. First, I want to say thank you to our Almighty God and Creator for making this day a reality. I thank God for the privilege given to me to have a career in the National Park Service, an agency that protects God's creature. Virgil, a Greek philosopher, once said, the greatest wealth is health. So I thank God for the health of mind, the health of body, and the health of spirit that He has granted me throughout my entire career with the National Park Service. When my elder brother, ACG Oladipo, was speaking, there was a proverb he used in Yoruba. And one of the things he mentioned was that I always say I am an elder. So there is a proverb in Yoruba. And this proverb said, Fi ìyàwó ẹ̀ hàn mí, má sọ irú ìní ọkọ tí ó jẹ́. It means,
show me your wife.
Show me your wife.
I will tell you the type of husband you
I
are.
will tell you the type of person that you are.
Yes, that's true.
In the course of my citation, there were a lot of attributes, positive attributes that were enumerated on me. Good. The person responsible for all those attributes is my wife. My wife is responsible for all the good qualities mentioned above. Sir, ACG retired, Dr. Okeoyi.
Yes.
When you retired, there was something you said. You said you wanted the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I didn't seem to hear the ugly today. I only heard the good, the good, the good, the ugly.
We will tell you the ugly.
Not here. However, sir, since 2012, I've hardly spent enough time with my wife and children. It has been a case of marriage by telephone. Madam, you will see me more often.
When I call you, I will always remind you.
Wallace Wattu, an English writer, once wrote that no man gets to the zenith of his career except he that loves his wife and children.
Yes.
So I think looking at me is obvious.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thirdly, I would like to thank the Conservator General. Sir, it has been a privilege, honor, and a learning process working under your immense knowledge. Sir, your immense knowledge, your wisdom, your strength and memory serve as inspirations to me. Let me digress a little. The Conservation General, it amazed me seriously. It's obvious that I'm younger than him, but he floors me in physical strength. He floors me in physical stamina. He floors me in physical strength. I learned, sir, that day before yesterday, you had a meeting, you left here around some few minutes after 8. After 9. Yesterday, he was here first thing in the morning. Yesterday, they had a meeting. I learned this meeting terminated about some few minutes after 8, after 9. He is still strong enough to be here. Sir, I wish to express my gratitude to you for the opportunity given to me to serve as the head of the department and for your fatherly support and encouragement. Sir, ACG Omole retired in 2024. For those who don't know ACG Omole has a PhD in accounting, and ACG Omole can be classified as one of the best brains in accounting. Sir, during his valedictory speech, he said that even with his knowledge in accounting, that whenever he presents to you a technical document relating to accounting, that after your input, he often left your office more educated and informed than before entering the office. Sir, that is exactly how I often felt whenever I come to you with a technical proposal relating to ICT or multilateral. Sir, your input have broadened my horizon immensely. I have come to the conclusion, sir, that there are 3 ways of doing things. There is the right way, there is the wrong way, there is one's own way. But in a dynamic system, it is one's own way that survives. Not the right way, not the wrong way. So you must have your own way, which is dynamic. Thank you very much, sir. I wish to thank some of my other mentors. Firstly, my Oga, ACG Suleiman, retired. Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you for gracing my occasion. Some people say I'm a good writer. It is because you have not seen the writings of ACG Suleiman, retired. I thank you for your guidance and mentorship, sir. Sir, among the many qualities you taught me was that when dealing with human beings, I must learn to be fair. I must learn to be firm. I must learn to apply diplomacy. Sir, fairness and firmness I have learned, but diplomacy still seems to elude me. Maybe now that I am retired and I will be in the midst of very senior citizens. I must have to learn diplomacy. Thank you, sir. Secondly, sir, my other mentor, Dr. A.O. Ekeoyi, ACG, retired. Thank you once again, sir, for gracing my occasion. Time may not permit me to mention many of the things you have taught me. But, sir, among the many things you taught me was that in life, everyone must be given a second chance. Thank you very much, sir. ACG retired Emmanuel Babiam. Thank you, sir, for gracing my occasion. Sir, I want to thank you especially for your brotherliness, your mentorship, prayer, and support. Thank you, sir. I want to thank all the 7 ACGs for their support, encouragement, brotherliness, and all the CPs and other officers for their support. I want to especially thank Akresal family for being here for me. Let me tell you a little about the National Project Coordinator of Akresal, Dr. Abdulhamid Omar. I'm sure while he was making his speech, you heard him calling or addressing the Conservator General as his elder brother. They are two of a kind. Sir, thank you very much for the privilege given to me to work with you, sir. I also want to thank Context Abhishek for being here. I met Context Abhishek of Context Venture, Agri Venture, just barely a month ago. That was when I had interactions with him, and I saw that he's a very dynamic person. It's more like you, sir. Thank you. I want to also thank my families and friends, especially my families from Akresal, for being here. I also want to thank my families from Aquacross for being here. I want to thank my in-laws who are also here to celebrate with me.
Your parish.
In retrospect, sir, working in the service has been very fulfilling for me. However, I have some challenges in the course of my service. Like you all know from my citation, when I was employed in 1996, I was immediately posted. I had a very good mentor. In fact, he was so good that to ensure that they accord me that respect. He had a very big office, I had a small office. When he's going on leave, you ask me, Gabriel, come and sit on my chair. I will say no, sir. I will say, sit on my chair. I'm handing over to you. So as small as I was, you'll see me sitting on a big man's chair. He's late now, an officer of the Niger, but may he so rest in peace. Sir, another place or time I had a bit of challenges was when I was posted at a CP to to Gashaka to Gashaka Kumti National Park. It was very challenging. Sir, looking back now, I have realized that the problem, the cost of the problem, was because of this saying in Hausa. That would have been two cock cannot grow in one place at the same time. But sir, I want to thank you for the step you and your management team took to resolve that issue and to ensure that in future there were no Kazabiu in one packet. I want to apologize. Any of the officers and men that have offended during my service here. There is this saying in Bete, the dialect I speak. It means Bete, Bikwa. Simply interpret. Ọ bụrụ na efere iri na nkata ha ga na-emeriri mkpọtụ. So my advice to the service.
Your interpretation was in the local dialect.
Translation means that when you have plates, so many plates in a basket, women know this more. If you have many plates in a basket in the kitchen, there is no how those plates cannot make noise. So when you have people together, there is no how you cannot hear noise. My advice to the service, sir, the founding father of this unique agency has one phrase as part of their guiding principle. That is, one for all and all for one. So I thank you for sustaining this spirit of one for all and all for one. Finally, sir, I want to conclude with a quote from William Shakespeare. It goes this way. We meet to part, we part to meet. But the joy of parting is to part happily, so that when next we meet, there will be no cause for regret. Thank you very much, sir.
Please let me put our hands together. I want to go for now presentation of gifts. So it is time for anyone who has one or two things to present to a retiring ICT. All right.
As a part of our law, one of us who is leaving us, we are bought him a gift that we try to lift. The size is too big for all of us to convey it. We started to devise a method to just present the receipt. When you look at the envelope, it's not partial. It's a physical gift, very big indeed. But we have evidence, the receipt
of the gift. So on behalf of my colleagues, the ACGs, I don't know where I will have to go around. Please, can they permit me to take the time? My honor, on behalf of my colleagues, the ACGs, to present this wonderful gift to you. God bless you.
Yes.
Too big. Sit convincing.
My friend, on behalf of the Sheraton International Park, which you mentioned in your speech. For your contributions.
Okay, let Akmisal take the shine of the I have the permission of the Conservator General not to shake the hand of the celebrant because he wants him to come to our office. So once you come to our office, there will be no camera, will give you our own present.
This CG, sir, on behalf of my family, I send this to you.
This small envelope, I don't mind the envelope.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe even after this session, with the presentation of a gift, as we continue. Now let's put our hands together to CG once we make the presentation.
So let me just stand on the already established protocol. On behalf of the National Park Service Governing Board, officers and members of service, I want to present a certificate of service to Assistant Conservator General, Gabriel Agba retired, for the service and sacrifice rendered to the service. A lot have been said about Gabriel Agba, and true to the words, those things were the qualities of Gabriel Agba. And I'm happy he alluded to the fact that he's not diplomatic. I'm happy he alluded to the fact that he's not diplomatic. Gabriel Agba is not diplomatic. Straight. Vividly, I can remember his current ACG okay, is quarrel with Suleiman. But Suleiman Yahya, who is more patient than me and George.
But again, we'll see give you second chance.
You come to me that when you know I've cooled down, why don't you call Gabriel? I say no. You don't have to call him. Who is he? All this. He persuade me. So I like to thank you for those efforts.
Thank you.
Then I don't want to respond to some issues that were raised. Our plan for our retirees. We have started this discussion. And one of the things we have on the pipeline is one, we have discussed the issue of introducing an identity card for our retirees so that wherever they are, they can use that card as an identity that they have actually served the National Park Service. But what is stalling it is the review of our ID card. Because we have now been recognized as somebody was talking about security architecture, whether we are part of it or we are not part of it. Thank God, Mr. President has recognized the efforts of the National Park Service. Today, there is no security meeting, whether in the DSS, whether in the NSA office, that we are not invited. And among the 15 arm-bearing organizations in the country, we are one of them. So we are still pursuing our presence in national day celebrations, like Independence Day and other national day celebrations. So whenever other services are featuring national park then the ACRISA, let me thank ACRISA for the support we have gotten. And if there is any organization that is making ACRISA succeed, I think National Park is one. We provide the professional guidance for them. We also provide the technical know-how to ACRISA. And in response, ACRISA is doing wonderfully well. They are making about 11 photo cruisers to us. Enable off and for the whole national park to stabilize. Thank you very much. They have also constructed 5 Rangers barracks in 6 of the new national parks and 4 of the old national parks. So these barracks is a way of changing our operations. In the past, we used to have our barracks maybe in the parks. But with development, we realized that having such barracks in the parks is even anti-innovation. So with ACRISA experiment, we are now locating our barracks at the periphery of the park. These were the mistakes that were made in Yankari and the Dempo Game Reserve, now Kandi Lake National Park. So we don't want to repeat that mistakes. So ACRISA, thank you for that. Effective in training our personnel. The issues of climate change mitigation, agroforestry, and of course ICT. They have donated large number of ICT equipment was some will even have to set up to train so that we will know how to operate them because we are yet to know how to operate them. So thank you very much. Then zakara biyu ba su zama ba su cara lokaci guda. Yes. So and thank God, I'm always proud of this, my colleague. We sorted it out. And that is the reason today, if you have risen to the level of conservator of park, in a unit park, you like it or not, we have to bring it together. Because we cannot have Zakara view. So for those of you that have just attained conservator of parks, be ready to move to the effort. So on this note, I want to give the service as in a certificate of service to Mr. Gabriel Agba, hoping that this will help you clear your emoluments from PENCOM and other organizations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to quickly appreciate our viewers across the globe as we are streaming live on our social media platforms. Thank you for joining us in this very important occasion. And now may I invite the Conservator General for his remarks. Please let us start with
If not that, later as an item on the agenda, I will have said so. So, because what I'm just saying here is just going back to the antecedents of the Gabriel. But all the same, let me read what is reading. So today we gather to celebrate the remarkable milestone in the career of Assistant Conservator General Gabriel Agba, who has dedicated over 29 years of life to the National Park Service. As he marks his retirement on September 11, 2025, having attained the retirement age of 60, take a moment to reflect on the outstanding contribution and his legacies. Throughout his career, Assistant Conservator General Gabriel Agba has demonstrated exceptional leadership, dedication, and passion for conservation. He has held various leadership positions, showcasing his adaptability and expertise in park management, conservation, and community engagement. His commitment to National Park Service mission has been unwavering, and the impact of our organization is immeasurable. On behalf of the National Park Service, governing board, officers and men, I extend our heartfelt appreciation to ACT Gabriel Agba for his tireless efforts, guidance, and mentorship of his younger ones. His leadership has inspired a generation of conservationists, and his legacy will continue to shape our organization's future. We are grateful for his service and we wish him a well-deserved rest. As Gabriel is going out, we have a challenge because he's leaving a big shoot. And right now I'm at lost who will occupy that shoe. Because to occupy that shoe, you must be versatile in ICT. Gabriel is handling our 8 presidential initiatives of Mr. President. In fact, he relates directly to Abuja Hadiza Balao. So who is going to occupy this big shoe? Maybe I'll consult my former colleagues and my serving colleagues. So ACG Gabriel Agba has embarked on his new chapter. We hope to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Spend quality time with loved one, though he has promised to do so. The State Conservation and the National Park Service will always remember to say the name of his legacy. So in the meantime, we are supposed to write letters to AFRISAL, Jeff, UNDP, where he relates on behalf of the service. But we will not write that letter and formally letter. So Suleiman, I want to advise, can we still just maybe allow him for him to act on our behalf?
You can give him contract.
So you look at
You can contract.
What other modalities and no discount and engaging together. So as we be in fair way, we welcome the opportunity to build upon the foundation we have laid. We wish you a happy retirement, filled with joy, good health, and improvement. Thank you, Gabriel Agba, for your service, leadership, and commitment to the National Park Service. We deeply miss Congratulations and happy retirement.
You're welcome to our club. Can I have you? As I say, watch it go.
Conservator General, Assistant Conservator General, because our veterans, the friends and family, the celebrants, our development partners, thank you all for making this event memories, not just in the life of the celebrant, but of course in the history of the National Park Service. And now we move downstairs for group photograph, and after that, the second session, the Silver Parade will commence downstairs. Thank you very much.